Coach Grimes here again with Advantage Youth Tennis. Today we're going to talk about positioning and attacking the weak player. Now we're always talking to you about proper positioning, being on the balls of your feet, knees bent, racket out front. Well, that's not only important so that you're ready to hit the ball, but also as a signal to your opponents. So the other thing I wanted to point out is that we're always showing you videos featuring pro players. And you may be thinking that these techniques are only for people at the top of the game. So today, I'm going to use an example, a high school match from this spring with my #1 doubles team. This is a match between my Kofa Kings in the red and the Westview Knights in the blue. What I want to do is contrast the ready positions of my #1, Valeria Anguiano, who's at the net, and the Westview girl. Valeria is crouched low, her knees are bent, her racket is above her wrist, her head is up, she's ready to go. Contrast that with the Westview girl. She's almost completely erect. Her left foot is almost behind her right foot, which is a very unbalanced position. Also notice that Valeria is in the middle of the box. She can defend either the alley or cross court. The Westview girl is almost at the center line, so she's very vulnerable to a down the line attack. This is important not only so that you can be ready to hit the ball, but psychologically. If I'm the Westview team, I'm going to keep the ball away from Valeria because she looks like she's ready to strike. By contrast, when I saw Westview lining up like that, I told my girls to go after the net person. Let me be clear, this is an exception to the rule. You normally want to go short to short, deep to deep. But if your coach sees a vulnerable player at the other end of the net, he may tell you, go after that person. So let's see the way this should work. Now, I don't particularly like Natalie's position at the net. I always thought her knee should be bent more, but she was the best volleyer on the team and always willing to attack. Now, this was a planned poach by Natalie, something we had been working on all season. I wanted my players, particularly Natalie, to end more points at the net. So now we're going to look at this same video in slow motion and break. Here it is in slow motion. Valeria is going to serve out wide. She does that because people tend to pull the return across their body. So Natalie's going to move in position. You see she's going to start to move even before the opponent contacts the ball. She's moving down to her right. She's going to go no matter what. As I said, this is a planned poach. Her opponent inexplicably is moving forward. When you see somebody move into an offensive position, like Natalie is doing here, you want to move back to give your a chance to defend it. Here she has no chance. Natalie actually volleys it to the spot where the girl was originally standing, showing that she wants to volley the ball at her feet, as I've taught you to do. This is something that you can work out with your partner ahead of time. You can use hand signals, a fist to stay, finger pointed down to poach. It's a great tool to enhance your doubles game. This is where poor positioning can get you in trouble. The Westview girl is going to be standing flat-footed, straight up and down. There's no way that she's ready to volley a ball. And you're going to see Natalie just load up and drill the ball right at her. I want to stress that this is a hard shot. Any player can volley a weak shot. So if you're going to hit the net person, you've got to put some pace on it. Here you're going to see Valeria do the same thing to her. Now I can show you 5 or 6 more of these, but after a while it gets to be gratuitous. The bottom line is your ready position matters. The sad part about this was they never figured it out. They did this to this poor girl all day. Towards the end, she started lining up at the net and trying to backpedal back to the baseline, but of course the ball just blew by her anyway. Today's 3 takeaways are: a strong ready position helps you react to the ball. 2, it sends a signal to your opponent, send a ball in my direction at your own peril. And 3, plan to poach. You can win a lot of points at the net. We'll see you next time on Advantage Youth Tennis.